And therefore, when I talk about racial harmony, and when you talk about it, I do not want it to be merely words coming from your lips. But I ask you tonight, as we meet for political education here in the College of Harris Promenade, I ask you to make a commitment, my dear friends, from deep within your hearts. Deep within your hearts. People may be different from us, but nobody is better and nobody is worse. Our responsibility as members of the PNM and as supporters and as citizens of this country is to strive at all times to live together in harmony and to avoid making any statements, my dear friends, however attractive those statements might appear to us. Avoid making any statements that could be a source of aggravation to persons who are different from us. Cut that talk out. My dear friends, I must also tell you that after the PNM was formed in San Fernando West first, then formed in San Fernando East in San Fernando, my father, Arnold Manning, was the first chairman of the constituency of San Fernando East. And I always feel proud to walk in that tradition. He was the first chairman of San Fernando East, and I today am the second representative for the constituency of San Fernando East in Parliament. In our 53-year history, it is the only constituency in the country that has been represented only by 2 representatives. Gerard Montano, my worthy predecessor, served this country, known, as you know, as the man with the golden voice, remember? Yes, some of you too young to remember that. The man with the golden voice, serving San Fernando and Trinidad and Tobago from 1956 to 1971. It was Gerard Montano, as Minister of Housing, who started Pleasantville. That was the man. Before that, and before the PNM, Pleasantville was Goa Patch. Today, look at it. Look at it. Gerard Montano serving for 15 years, 1956 to 1971. And your humble servant, my dear friends, carrying that torch from 1971 for these past 38 years. I would like to take this opportunity then of thanking my loyal constituents of the constituency of San Fernando East. And you could always know when members of the constituency of San Fernando East are present, they are normally the noisiest in any bunch. You hear them? But my dear friends, it is a noise that is sweet music to my ear. I want to thank them specially tonight for all that they have done over the years, and what I have no doubt they will continue to do in the interest of the PNM and in the interest of the people of San Fernando and in the interest of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. A few months ago, I visited the United Kingdom, and I had a chance to go to a shipyard called Portsmouth. It's a British shipyard, Portsmouth. It is at the shipyard in Portsmouth that our first offshore patrol vessel is being constructed. And I saw it under construction, my dear friends. A 90.5 meter vessel, the longest vessel that we would ever have bought. We've bought 3 of them, 1 being built at Portsmouth, and 2 being built in a BVT shipyard in Scotland. But I saw it under construction. I was able to see our Trinidad and Tobago sailors present as the boat is being constructed, and as they learned it, preparing for a launching of that boat sometime next year, and the boat being fully in service back in Trinidad and Tobago sometime around May or June or July of next year. Somewhere around there, the boat will be fully in service. That will be the first. The other 2 will come within the next year, just over a year, and we will have 3 of those boats. At the same time, in reading the reports that are coming out from the Cabinet subcommittee that is overseeing this particular project, I am able to report to you that the shipyard in Australia that is building the 6 fast patrol boats, that is 30-meter vessels, with a speed of 40+ knots, has reported to us that they have been moving so fast on those vessels that we are likely to get all 6 of them in Trinidad by November of this year. And when that happens, my dear friends, when that happens, we are in a better position to address this drug trade. A much better position. That will not be the total arsenal. Those boats are heavily armed. That will not be the total arsenal. But it will be a major step in trying to stem the flow of drugs and guns from South America through Trinidad and Tobago. As we know, it is that drug trade that has led to a lot of the crime that we experience in our country at this time. And as we begin to protect our borders better, utilizing the information that we are already receiving, a pattern of operation that we now understand of the radar system that we have observing right around Trinidad and Tobago. As we put the boats into service, then we will begin to treat with this illegal trade that has brought so much death and destruction to our own country. And we will begin to be able to address it in a comprehensive way, and for the first time, giving me considerable hope, and I hope that hope is imparted to you, that as we deal with that drug trade, we'll begin to see a reduction in the levels of crime in Trinidad and Tobago. So we watch it all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the PNM about? Political education. What is the PNM about? Unlike others, a beverage. Unlike others, we are the only political party with a vision for Trinidad and Tobago. And for those of you who haven't heard it before, it is a vision of developed country status by the year 2020. This is how it is stated. By the year 2020, Trinidad and Tobago will be a united, resilient, productive, innovative, and prosperous nation with a disciplined, caring, fun-loving society comprising healthy, happy, and well-educated people, and built on the enduring attributes of self-reliance, respect, tolerance, equity, and integrity, in which every citizen has equal opportunities to achieve his or her fullest potential. All citizens enjoy a high quality of life, where quality health care is available to all, and where safe, peaceful, environmentally friendly communities are maintained. All citizens are assured of a sound, relevant education system tailored to meet the human resource needs of a modern, progressive, technologically advancing nation. Optimum use is made of all the resources of the nation. The family, as the foundation of the society, contributes to its growth, development, and stability. There is respect for the rule of law and human rights, and the promotion of the principles of democracy. The diversity and creativity of all its people are valued and nurtured. That's the vision. That is the kind of society to which we strive. And we have agreed that we will pursue that vision on the basis of 5 developmental pillars: enabling competitive business, governing effectively, nurturing a caring society, investing in sound infrastructure and environment, and developing innovative people. On the basis of those 5 pillars, the PNM is determined to make Trinidad and Tobago a developed country by the year 2020. And as we talk about modernizing our governance systems, when we met last week, we indicated that that commits us to modernizing at 4 levels: at the local government level, at the national level, which is constitution reform, at the regional level, which is integration and political integration, and at the international level, which is a review of our foreign policy and a review